Paddle People. Perhaps you've heard about them. If you've been to an Oklahoma State football game, you've definitely heard them. This is a student organization at Oklahoma State that started very informally in the late 1990s. Just a small group of friends that gathered together and went to games and occasionally snuck in a paddle so they could hit the wall that surrounds the field there at Boone Pickens Stadium. Now the group has grown to almost 200 members, led by President Graham Kaufelt and Vice President Zach Miller. They camp out to get spots that allow them into the game early so they can get those front row seats to paddle. It's a group open to any student on campus. All they have to do is pay their dues and then, as their leaders say, wear orange to the game. This is a group that for the people who are involved, they say it allows them to be part of what's happening at OSU and the football team, but it also gives them a sense of family within the group.
It's just because of how much fun it is, for one, and then the second thing, you know, as diehard fans, you know, there's no better place to be in Boone Pickens Stadium, in my opinion. But I mean, and it's a blast, and all of my really close friends are in Paddle People. You know, even after the season's over, we all hang out, and you know, it's a good place to just meet a lot of people and have a lot of fun.
I love the challenge of it. And just about everything I do on this campus, I'm involved in a lot of things. This is just one of them, but this is kind of my baby. I love it, and so you know, it's a huge responsibility, but I thrive in that. I'm the guy that keeps cadence, keep everybody, because we want, you know, a solid one sound. We don't want, you know, a machine gun of, you know, paddles hitting the side. It doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good on TV. We've gotten to the point now, because this is kind of a small family for a lot of people, and so it's just getting together and this is our tailgate. I don't get the tailgate. That's kind of a bummer. I've grown up all my life tailgating and doing stuff like that, so it's a little bit of a different culture. But you know, this is us hanging out with our friends, and you know, it's really not that boring. People on the outside looking in may say, man, being in the stadium 3 hours before a game can be very boring, but no, it's honestly a blast. It's just as much fun as actually being a part of the paddling during the game. On a typical Saturday game, we'll set up on Thursdays at about 5 o'clock and set up camp. Usually all officers and people that have been in the group for a long time, they're tent leaders. And from there, we'll do hour, 2-hour shifts that everybody signs up for at the meetings. And then there's overnight shifts, so obviously that's a little bit different. But we have a point system that everybody gets. You know, overnights are obviously a little bit more points than just a regular 1-hour shift. But yeah, it's, like I said, meritocracy. We have probably, ballpark estimate, 125 freshmen. So it's grown so much. We're either at or over 250 members, somewhere in there. Now, granted, not everyone gets to paddle, but you know, the future of Paddle People is strong. It's not going anywhere, so that makes me happy. I think it has a lot to do with school spirit. This school has a way of really cultivating school spirit in all of its students, and there's a select group of students that are a little bit more than that, and so they're given that opportunity.